Good morning. Welcome to another fine episode of Monday Morning Coffee with Josh. So hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. I myself enjoyed the company of a multitude of old and new friends at our third annual Friendsgiving festivities, where we celebrated Thanksgiving not as a family, but as a group of friends. So kind of like a family. So that was a good time. If you guys don't have that tradition in your life, I would strongly recommend it. So there you go. So today I have another bag of coffee from Kicking Horse. I've been loving their different coffees as of late. So I went with another one. It's called Kick Ass. It has a picture of a cute little donkey on there. And I found out where the description of the coffee is. It's right on the back. This one is, if there's something worth doing, we think it's worth doing great. This remarkable blend of beans is the spirit of Kicking Horse coffee and a bold innovation to wake up and kick ass with us. Oh, it said invitation, couldn't read it. In the description, it's a dark roast. It's sweet, smoky, and audacious. So yeah, let's do this thing up. My good old cup here. Oh, look at that. There's a lot of flavors going on in my mouth. Good, smooth, good, and smoky. A little bit too audacious for my mouth, for my tasting. But overall, great blend. I'm going to have to go with like a 7.5 on that. Yeah, that's a good cup of coffee right there. So if you're looking for something fantastic, try some Kick-Ass, especially if you like a little bit of a darker brew to really wake your mouth up this up and coming morning. So there you have it. What I kind of wanted to talk about this week is I read a lot of books. I listen to a lot of books. I read a lot of blogs. I read a lot, and that's not to brag. That's just what I do. I'm always seeking to improve myself, and whatever I do, try to do it better. But what can often happen is this illusion of, just because I'm reading a lot and I'm learning a lot of new things, you can kind of have this self-illusion of I'm making myself better. But in reality there's a lot of times, there's a cat in my lap, it's really distracting, but I'm going to make it through. A lot of times you kind of just keep reading and learning stuff, and you learn new things, but you never actually change what you're doing. So you're like, oh, that's a great idea. Oh, that worked for them. That won't work for me. And so if you keep learning a new thing, that's great. But if you do nothing with it, then you're not really propelling yourself forward. And that is an important aspect of self-development. So it's one, knowing the information, but the oh so important step of doing is the most important part. So what I'm actually doing is going through some of my most favorite books that I've read and listened to, and really condensing down the 2 or 3 things that are most important out of those books, and then really focusing on them. So each day I'm going to focus on something new, or each week I'm going to have a topic of a book that I'm going to focus on going forward. And how I'll do this is, for the most part, I'll remind myself. I'm a big fan of not just leaving it to chance, but I'll keep note cards in my pocket with things I want to focus on that day. So periodically I can take it out and remind myself, because in this busy life there's a lot of distractions. So what I would encourage you to do is this week focus on one attribute that you'd like to change about yourself, or one habit, or maybe like I read a book on sales, so one way to maybe sell better. Or if you're working customer service, how do I serve my customers better? One thing that you know you should be doing, but you're not, and just really focusing on that, and reminding yourself every day, and not trying to focus on like 10 or 12 different things, but just one thing at a time, and spend a week or so until you feel comfortable doing it, and then moving on. So that's all I got. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or want to chat about it, please leave that down below, or shoot me an email at josh@williamstrainingsystems.com. Also, please check out my blog at williamstrainingsystems.com for new, fresh content weekly. So have a great day and adios.